How do I know it is the right time to get married? Love is a beautiful thing, and many of us want to experience it on a deeply committed level. We wish to meet someone we love, who loves us in return, so that we can begin our journey to forever with this person. Our excitement to fulfill this fantasy, however, can get the best of us and prevent us from choosing rightly or making us enter into a commitment when we aren't ready yet. For a marriage to work, you would have to begin the journey at the right time. If you choose to get married at a time when you are not ready, it'll only cause pain. You can know the right time to get married when you get to a point where you think you've exhausted your time alone. In life, we usually seek to enjoy the time as we grow. We love to enjoy our moments of being single because it comes with a certain amount of freedom and lack of responsibilities. However, a time comes when you just feel like there's a need for more. You feel like you need to grow out of the phase and build your life with someone. This is usually a good time to get married. Firstly, by the time you're feeling like this, you're already of a sensible age that is considered appropriate for marriage, and your perspective is already focused on finding a life partner rather than just playing around. This sort of perspective is a part of what makes a person intentional when they are in a commitment. It helps them make decisions that will help the relationship stay together rather than tear it apart. If you've come to that point where you just know that you need someone in your life, then it's a good time to get married. It's important to note that this feeling is very much different from the obsessive need or feeling to have someone come to fill up your life and give life meaning. You must realize that if your life held no value to you when you were single, it would still hold no value when you are married. When I speak of you coming to a point of realization that you need someone, I mean you've grown to a point of maturity where you see that life is easier when two are going on a journey than one man is driving alone. This point of realization happens in people who are building their lives. Men and women who are building lives and trying to be successful will at a point or the other realize that they need someone to lean on and someone to continue their life journey with. If you're in this type of phase, then it's the right time to get married. Not go your way in a relationship? Are you always self-seeking? Things like these are issues to consider before deciding if it's a good time to get married or not. I hate to say it, but many people who claim they are ready for a serious relationship are not. They only wish to have their fantasies fulfilled, but aren't ready to put effort into building a relationship. Emotional maturity covers a lot of aspects, like forgiveness, letting go of things that are significant and insignificant, and not bringing up your partner's past errors each time you're in a bad place. It also involves your emotional state. Perhaps you experience quite a lot of hurt in your past relationships. It's only sensible that you take time to heal before entering any long-term commitment. A person that doesn't heal from their past wounds and takes them into a new relationship will only hurt themselves and their partners. Carrying such levels of baggage has a long way of destroying what could have been a beautiful marriage. So take your time and observe if you're emotionally mature. If you've grown past your mistakes and you're taking steps to ensure that you don't repeat them, then you are ready and it's a good time to marry. If you've healed from your past hurt and you're now in a place where you're ready to make efforts to be in a good relationship, then it's a good time to consider getting married. Your emotional maturity entails your ability to love people in the ways they can understand. Many times, as humans, we prefer to love people the way that we can, but it's more mature to show love in a way that people can understand and appreciate. Take, for example, some people will appreciate you spending time with them on their birthdays than you buying gifts for them. Therefore, an important aspect of emotional maturity is that you must be open to learning about your partner. You should be ready to learn and know what makes your partner happy, angry, sad, or frustrated. All of these will help you navigate your relationship better. You would know it's the right time for you to get married if you have gone through a significant level of self-discovery and have discovered what you wish to do with your life. In life, one of the most important things to do is to know yourself and know what you seek to do with your life, both short-term and long-term. I'm not asking if you have a life map for every step that you are going to make. Rather, I'm asking and telling you that you need to have figured out what you want to do with your life, as it'll make it easier for you when you have a life partner. If you have figured out the things you want to achieve with your life, you wouldn't get lost in a relationship when someone comes your way. Self-discovery helps you and your future partner to walk the journey of life with a vision in mind. If you already know what you want to do, then it's a good time for you to get married. However, if you're yet to know what you seek out of life, it may be best that you pause to discover yourself first before considering marriage, because it's always harder to find yourself when you're with someone. When you're with someone, there is a lot of responsibilities that you'll need to fulfill to sustain your relationship towards them. Coupled with the amount of time and energy that you'll be putting into the relationship, it would be hard to figure out your life and decide what to do. If you go into a marriage without knowing what you are and what you seek to do with your life, you may end up just staying under the shadow of your partner. You may just end up being stuck in a place where your dreams are your dreams and there's nothing in your mind about what you want to achieve. You've seen 4 ways to know if it's the right time to get married. At the right time, your finances, emotions, and life purpose would be of support of marriage. We look at these signs to check if it's the right time to get married. There's no need to rush into marriage. It's always better to be sure that you're committing at the right time. One way you can know that it is the right time for you to get married is that you are financially stable. The concept of being financially stable before getting married applies to all individuals, irrespective of gender. As an individual, you should have the capacity to take good care of yourself to a large extent, and to do so conveniently. I'm not talking about being the richest person in the city or your neighborhood. What I'm simply saying is that before you can consider marriage, you must ensure that you are not just going to be depending on your partner's income to run your responsibilities. There's nobody in the world that loves liabilities. Everyone wishes to be with someone who brings something significant to the table. You'd know it's your time to get married if you're at a stage of your life that you can foot significant bills on your own and you don't depend on parents, siblings, or relatives. This means you have a job, business, career, or an active source of income that brings you enough money that can help you be stable without depending on your partner. This is very essential because getting married means that you're starting a family, and this requires you to be financially capable, especially when the thought of kids come into the picture. Having kids and running a family requires a lot of bills to be paid. Bills that you can never imagine would be showing up on your face.